Everyone is fighting over rice or wheat. And quinoa is expensive. Millets are trending. What about other grains? Nobody talks about them, right? Like oats and barley and corn and buckwheat, amaranth. So today's decision dilemma is, which grain is actually best for health and how can you use it? Let me simplify this in one sentence. Grains are not enemy. They just need to have a proper portion, proper processing, and your lifestyle that will decide whether a grain helps you or harms you. So which grain is actually best? With no rice, no wheat, no millet, no quinoa. Think of it like grains in three categories, right? So one is refined grains, whole grains or pseudo grains, grain-like seeds. The more refined is the grain, the faster it raises the blood sugar. So basically imagine grains are like traffic speed, okay? So now refined grains are like a highway. Sugar rushes fast. Whole grains are like city roads, slower absorption. And fiber is like a speed bump. That's carbs explained in few lines. Now, before we get into details of today's dilemma, Decision Dilemma is a free conversation. The full SonaWell midlife reset is where we, through your decisions, work together. If you want the free midlife decision guide, join our community via the pinned link and hit the subscribe button. 9 out of 10 people who are watching this aren't subscribed. And the problem is you might lose this awesome content and also you will lose getting in touch with me. So please make sure you subscribe. Now, let's break down the grains, okay? So most useful grains you can actually eat, okay? Oats are one of the most research-backed grains for heart health. Why? They are special. Oats contain soluble fiber called beta-glucan, known to support cholesterol control and gut health. Best for breakfast, weight loss, cholesterol management, pre-diabetes friendly meals. Best form of oats are rolled oats, old-fashioned ones, steel-cut oats. Limit the flavored instant oats, they are just the sugar traps. Now barley. If I had one grain to pick which is underrated, that is the barley. Why? Barley is extremely high in soluble fiber and keeps you full for longer. Best for diabetes-friendly diets, cholesterol control, belly fat plus hunger control. How to eat barley? Barley soup, barley khichdi, or maybe just barley water with no sugar. Corn, Makki or cornmeal polenta. Corn is a grain, but it's also starchy. Truth. Corn roti or corn tortilla is fine, but it's not a magic weight loss food. Best for occasional rotation. It can be used as a winter meal, comfort food. Better form are whole corn, boiled corn, homemade tortilla. Limit cornflakes or corn chips because they are ultra processed. Buckwheat. Despite the name, buckwheat is not wheat and it's naturally gluten-free. Why it's powerful? Buckwheat has fiber and a unique plant profile that supports metabolic health. Best for gluten-free diets, fasting foods, weight loss rotation grain, people who want slower digestion. It tastes earthy and nutty. How to eat it? You can make a porridge or just add the buckwheat flour to your regular flour to increase its satiety. Amaranth. Amaranth is a tiny powerhouse grain-like seed. Benefits, they are rich in minerals like iron and magnesium, naturally gluten-free, good fiber. Best for fasting foods. Women need mineral support. So this is great for menopausal women. Now rotation grain meal, this is perfect. Here is a cautious tip about amaranth laddu, or that is Rajgira laddu or its bar. Keep it occasional because they are rich in sugar. Rye is popular in European diets and often used in darker breads. Why it's useful? Rye bread is higher in fiber and can support better fullness. It is best for heart health, weight loss meals, people who want bread alternatives if tolerated. Now note, rye contains gluten, so no, it's not gluten-free. Spelt. Spelt is an ancient form of wheat. Why is it trending? Because it's easier for digestion for some people. But the truth is, spelt still contains gluten. Best for people who tolerate gluten. Those who want ancient grain variety, not for celiac disease. This is not allowed for the people with celiac problem. Couscous. Couscous is often misunderstood. Truth about couscous is it's not a whole grain. It's basically refined wheat pasta. Best for occasional convenience meals, not ideal daily for blood sugar goals. Farro. Farro is an ancient grain with chewy texture. Best for salad bowls, Mediterranean meals, higher fiber meals. It tastes nutty and satisfying. Great for meal prep. The big question, do you need grains to survive? No, but grains can be affordable energy, fiber source, nutrient-rich staples. The problem is not grains, the problem is eating grains in too much quantity and too often. Portion guidance. My simple SonaWell portion rule. 1 meal a day can include grains. Portion has to be half cup cooked grain. Fill the rest of your plate with protein plus vegetables. That's the real formula for fat loss and stable sugar. Now, best time to eat grains. Grains are best when your body can use them, right? Like in the morning, during breakfast, if you are active. Lunch is ideal because you can use that energy. Dinner should be lighter, especially for weight loss. Who should reduce grains? Reduce grain portions if you have diabetes, insulin resistance, fatty liver, PCOS, high triglycerides, belly fat, plus low activity lifestyle. Please don't eliminate anything, just reduce and choose smarter grains. Large research reviews consistently show that higher intake of whole grains is associated with improved heart health and lower risk of type 2 diabetes. So the winner is not the trend grain, it's the whole grain pattern. SonaWell grain rule is very simple. Rotate grains weekly. Choose whole grains more often. Keep refined grains occasional. Portion is the real power. So what is the best grain? Not the fanciest grain, not the most expensive grain. The best grain is one you can eat consistently in the right portion with protein and vegetables. Decision dilemma solved. Next episode is which beans are best for weight loss versus heart health. Follow SonaWell for calm, confident food decisions. Make sure you subscribe. Nutrition without noise.